The following is a presentation of MRE Uno, Division 1.
Hello everyone and welcome to our final match of our triple header for today. We are here in the Venus region to determine who will move on to the Final Four from the Venus region. I'm Shimmer G-Man, and our third matchup for tonight is going to be number 10 seeded Toasty looking to make his second Final Four and hopefully lock up his spot into the Super League field, going up against number 13 Andreas Allen, who's really on a Cinderella run here, looking to do the unthinkable and go from 0 wins to a tournament victory to punch his ticket into Super League via the tournament win. That's going to be what he's looking for here. Unfortunately, we didn't really have a bracket today. Short was a bit busy, so I wasn't really able to update it. So apologies if not everything's really filled out and whatnot. But just as a recap for what happened today, we started off with Captain and Caesar going up at it. Fortunately, Captain... unfortunately, as expected, Captain was able to run through his game plan with Caesar. Caesar not really able to fight the style very well, and Captain was able to walk away with that 5-1 result. Rough ending for Caesar's season, as that was pretty much the story of his season, being so close to those big wins, but not quite being able to get them. His chances of Super League might have just blown up from that matchup. Captain moves on to his second Final Four. And then in the Neptune region, about 3 hours ago or so, William Brock was able to get the best of just Jesse Turner, and I believe a 5-2 victory. Only used one of his 2 power plays. Turner used both in the same game as blocks, but that was not going to stop Brock. Brock on an absolute roll here, makes it to his first Final Four and gives himself a very good chance to possibly make it into the field at the very last minute. And now we got 9:30 here. It did start a little bit later than the advertised time, but we have Toasty and Allen going at it here, both of them looking to make the Final Four. Toasty looking for his second Final Four in 3 tournaments. Allen looking for his first, as he was able to escape relegation this tournament and now is kind of on house money here going into this one. Okay, just checking that's right. There we go. Again, we have the stream here tonight. Is a bit of late night MRE Uno action, so maybe not as big of a crowd here, but I am joined by Yoshi, who will be our ref today, and I'm not exactly sure if he will do co-commentary, but I think he will. Yeah, okay. All right, sounds good. So, I mean, we're going to start this off here. I mean, you see in the seed lines, both these guys are not really too highly seeded, but I mean, for Toaster Guy, he is in the top 25 of Super League. How important do you think this is for both guys? Well, obviously this matchup's very important for both of them, but when it comes to the Super League battle, what importance does this really lead to, both in terms of getting through this matchup and trying to be the one who comes out on the right side up? Because I think both these guys are in different situations. Toasty may just need to win this matchup to make it in, while Allen has to win the whole tournament here. So how do you think that shift in dynamic adjusts how both these players are going to be looking into this matchup going into tonight?
Yeah, for sure. I think for Allen, it's definitely a case of just getting as many wins as he can, seeing how far he can get, just really to see where his potential is, because he hasn't been able to show it for the tournaments that he's been competing. And here in Tournament 5, the new bot, I mean, he's looking good. So, I mean, regardless if he makes it to Super League or not, I think it just shows. I think this alone shows T5. He's going to be 2025. He's going to be a threat. So people will have to watch out for whoever faces him. But yeah, I think for Alan, if he doesn't win, I don't think it's going to be the worst thing in the world for him, as he just didn't want it to be. He just didn't want to risk relegation, and he's accomplished that. So he's still going to try his best, which I am curious to see how Toaster plays against that. Because for him, it's hard to really say how much this win is going to do for him, considering Alan is technically a quad 4. But I think what will actually help him more than that is the fact that if he gets this win, that'll put on his resume 2 Final Fours in a row. Not in a row. 2 Final Fours. And not a lot of people can say that in comparison to some people who are also on the bubble. And I think that's definitely going to help him in comparison. So I feel like this win could be important in terms of just having 2 really good runs, and beating Alan on top of that, who's a really good player as well. Definitely going to be an accomplishment within itself. And then if Toasty, if he gets to the Final Four, he could look to go even further. So really, this is the first step to what could be a huge build-up for Super League potential. But right now, I mean, even if he loses this, he's definitely in the conversation, but it's hard to really say if he's in or not. So I think it's going to come. I think to keep his chances alive and to keep control of his fate, I think he wants to win this game.
I mean, definitely. Obviously, a win doesn't hurt you, so Toasty definitely looking to get the victory. Alan looking for the win here too, but I think the dynamic kind of shifts with where both these guys are in terms of the Super League field. I mean, Alan's technically nowhere near close, so again, he has to win this tournament if he wants to make it. But I mean, for Toaster Guy, in that top 25, we've seen the bubble all get out pretty early, and I mean, there is a lot of discussion on what's going to happen here. I'm pretty sure some of these bubble players are very anxiously looking towards this matchup because could be a lot of implications with the Super League field, depending on how this goes. And I mean, a big Toasty winning this matchup could definitely throw a wrench in some of these guys on the bubble making it into Super League, because that would be 2 Final Fours, as Yoshi said. All right, so before we get into the matchup, I don't believe either is going to be talking through VC, but they will answer questions through text. I mean, any quick pre-game comments from either player going into this 1A, expectations, what you're really looking forward to, and how are you feeling going into this match? And so, got anything you want to say prior? Feel free to leave it down below. Otherwise, we'll be ready to get going.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how these 2 different playstyles clash. I mean, Alan, the vintage, as he likes to say, really tries to push the split ammo agenda right into the opponent's face and really not make it easy. And then Toaster, obviously, I mean, I think KT said it's kind of similar to Brock in a sense, where sometimes he just likes to throw some ammo down and see where the cards lie. And so far, it's been working pretty well. So clearly, even different strategies can win you games with this new bot. So really, just shows that anyone has a chance to win these games. But I'm curious to see how this goes, though.
So left his comments here. Expect me to do my best. I'm going to try win just as I always do. Bring it on. Alan typing up his pregame comments here going into this one. We'll see what he has to say. But I mean, once Alan leaves his comments, we'll be going into the setup for the match, and then we'll be ready to get going with game number 1. So.
Oh yeah, I do want to point out I think this is Toaster's first game in the home. I could be wrong, but
I believe it is. We can check. Yes, because he's the lower seed against the plan, which was 7.
Yeah.
KT, and then Karson. So yes, this is the first time for this tournament that Toasty's going to be home seed. So
Yeah, all right. We'll see how he handles that. It's gonna be interesting.
Going to be an interesting
Actually,
dynamic, to say the least, but there is definitely some play with sometimes how it goes with the homestands. We've seen like homestand domination, and we've sometimes seen where it's kind of a mix, so that always can play a part, and it's also based off what kind of momentum and what kind of pace you want to set going into the match, so.
oh wait, actually, I just realized T4. That might have he might have had that. Could be wrong.
Just want to have fun tonight. Moving soon, so we'll see if I can give Virginia people one last show. Decided to ask Caesar continue motivational advice this round. Will not reveal what they said, but great guys. I will do the best I can. Good luck to Toast. All right, with that out of the way, we are ready to get things going. Yoshi, feel free to start it up. I don't know if either of them are going to do a name change or not, but I think we'll be okay. Again, best of 9, 2.
Yeah, those ones are fine.
All right.
All right, I believe that is it.
I got the scoreboard up and ready, so we are ready whenever whenever Toasty wants to give the call. So.
All right, yeah, Toaster, it's your call for game 1.
Goes low to start things out. Interesting way to start this.
All right, best of 9, 2 power plays. Here we go.
There we go.
Oh, and Alan shows up early.
Interesting way to start this one, because this is Alan's card, and we are starting on the 5 here, so. And we're going to the red 3 with Kev, so bit of a calmer start here, but I mean, we don't really know what's going to happen with these 5s. Quick switch to the yellow.
Yeah, switches with 5 cards could either be really good or really bad.
Ooh, and that might have been a bit of a overzealous switch from Alan here. We'll see what happens, but Toasty's going to draw here also, so it doesn't end up hurting him too much.
Yeah, definitely was scary after Toasty played the yellow 1. Definitely could have led to something, but it leaves both players astray, so ends up working out for both. There's a switch though.
Alan's only played switches so far on this one, so that's 2. Toasty's gonna run the green though. Oh, both are just gonna be able to run the screen for a bit. Nope, I stands corrected. Toasty draws there, so, and so does Alan.
Interesting.
So, back at draw city again.
Yeah, I mean, with the spot, this could be the only draw city of the series, but
I mean, this
you never
is
know.
seeming like a red-blue domination here on the cards, and just as I say that, we go to red here. Plays the Toasty skip, also reverse. My mistake. Toasty reverse to do that as well, and Toasty's not going to like that. Going to switch to the blue.
Okay.
This was I was saying before. I think we're getting a bit of a domination here on the blue and reds. I think it's really going to be interesting to see when we get down to 2 or 3 cards what happens from there. But I expect most of this to be a switch between blue and red for the most part, for at least the next few minutes.
Definitely looks like Alan has the early lead, and he's going to take advantage of that.
He's just going to finish it. Wow, quick game there.
Oh, wait, yeah.
Log to 2. Oh, well, okay. Thank you, Yoshi. But yeah, Alan goes up 1-0 there. Not sure what you really take from that game. I mean, Alan was doing some switches here. Gave the blue, but I mean, had a +4 in the end there. I mean, Alan, was that something you found in the draw city, or was that just something you held on to the start, but just couldn't really find a direct path to the finish with it? Curious with that one, because 2 minutes, 2 seconds, not that long of a game, but draw city. So yeah, I mean, was able to reap the benefits of it. Yeah, I'm not sure. Not really too much you could take from that game. I think Toasty wanted to run the risk of 5 cards. Didn't pay off here. Maybe was trying to see some sort of balance here on how the cards go to figure out what he wants to do from this point on. But I mean, Toasty, any comments after that one? Yeah, nothing to say really. Wanted to see what's happening. All right, fair enough. But I think we should just sort of jump right into game number 2 here. It's still Toasty's call, but he's down 1-0. Had a +2, too patient, I guess. All right. Goes up, goes 2 up, goes to 7. OG start.
Definitely an interesting game there, because Alan went for the reverse into the red, and the immediate switch into blue actually ended up being the wrong move.
Ooh, and it's a
Wow.
vile +4 start here. So Toasty's gonna have a bit of a choice here to make.
Seven cards. Yeah, this could be big as well.
Where does Toasty look to go here? This isn't always the easiest decision also. This start can be very much a double-edged sword. He's gonna go with the blue 0, so
Definitely looking to keep it blue for at least one turn.
Alan's gonna go with it. And goes up to blue 9, so trying to run blue a bit. Alan's gonna do it also. This very much comes down to who runs with it the longest, and Toasty's gonna draw. But Alan
Yeah.
keeps going.
Alan's starting to be a bit more patient and not switch as much here.
Still nothing on Toasty's side. And Alan's
Continues
still
the
going on the
blue.
blue.
Really unfortunate color for Toasty to pick. All these blues.
He could have been
Just-
looking for the switch here at some point. He is going to do the switch here, but how will that affect Alan? Oh, and it's going to be a weak color here for Alan. No greens off the start, so going to draw here. That might work out for Toasty.
Sometimes it's worth the risk to go for the switch when you feel like you just got nothing else to do.
Yeah, I have to wonder how lopsided Alan's starting hand might have been in terms of colors there, because that was a lot of blues. I'm wondering if maybe he had even a few more left to boot, but Toasty looking to get something going here on the green, and he is going to go with the green reverse.
Looking to tie it up here.
And the +2.
Oh, wow, he's going to take the lead. We could see a chain of +2s if he wanted to.
And there it is.
Oh,
Goes
he's
the red.
got it.
Taking this a bit
This will put
slow
him down
also.
to 2. Oh
Another
my!
+2.
So this is either Uno or game. This is insane if it's game.
It's gonna
Okay,
be Uno,
so
but he gave him 16 cards here. So, question is, what's Alan gonna do on this?
yeah, what a chain there to really put the pressure on. See what Alan does because he's going to
green.
green. Let's see what that does. You would expect a draw, but does Toasty have it?
No, he
No,
does
okay.
not. All right, draws on the green. Good play from Alan. Good ice. And it's gonna go one up on this.
Gonna go for the run, hoping for no top deck, and yeah, no top deck there.
Green 5. Draws, and I mean, I think that at this point Toasty's either looking for a switch or okay, I was about to say a specific number, but Alan's gonna draw there too, so maybe forcing a draw said maybe didn't really like the cards he got on that +12, but or maybe just needed a better connection here.
You're definitely playing these greens, seeing Toasty can switch, but he's not.
Still drawing on this green, not on this green.
Alan gets the switch on his own. This should free up Toasty, I would think here.
He's gonna switch over to the
goodness.
yellow, so kind of plays a bit of disruptor here with what Alan was gonna go for. And Alan's gonna double down with the blue wild.
Relatively big move. I mean, and it forces the draw.
So that's 2 color for Toasty then. And +2 the boot as well.
Yeah, this is where Alan can cook. He's starting to understand what Toasty has and doesn't have. He's got to time these switches right because now he's at a point where he doesn't have a lot of options given the ran out of blue.
Blue 1, blue 3. Goes to the blue reverse. Might be looking for a switch here. No, he's gonna just double it up.
Interesting that he drew I mean, maybe he's got all blues off of the +2.
And Alan draws in the blue now.
Okay.
This is the 5
So
also,
really,
so... Oh no, Toasty's actually going to get a switch here. I thought he might have had the draw there too, but he is able to get the switch on the red 5. And
yeah,
Alan's going
that
to do a double play and as a return of the favor. But...
gets the switch at the right time as well, forcing the draw on from Allen, and now puts him in a lead, but we'll see how long it can keep it. Okay. Plays it cool. Toasty cannot get the Uno.
Switch the blue, and that's the card he wants. Another draw from Toasty.
Allen maybe looking for another switch.
No, he's gonna.
Oh no, it was just okay, fair play.
Lack of wilds here so far, so either a really long hold on them or just not really getting them right now. So
it definitely looks like they're trying to use them at the right time if they have been saving it. Allen definitely willing to make a game go long if he feels like that he can't get the win right now. Blue 4. Still nothing from Toasty. Allen in a 2-card lead. Okay, back to 1, but we're going to continue drawing, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, another draw city here. Both players not really able to find anything at the moment.
Just looked at the stats. Apparently, neither player has used a skip yet.
Interesting.
Yeah, they're going way back.
This is a very long draw city here. Both players either finding nothing here or just wanting to find something better. Allen's gonna finally break it for a bit, but still no switch.
Could definitely this could be a battle of two players building a hand, and we'll see who gets the best build on this. Toasty could go for the switch here, maybe.
Taking a second, I feel like we're breaking out of this draw city here in a bit, but the question is what will Toasty do here? It's gonna switch to the red, so that's gonna break it.
Yeah, I mean they drew a lot,
Ooh,
but I do find it okay. Wow, I do find it interesting how Toasty went to red when the last color he drew on besides blue was red. But of course, he probably have more reds by now.
Green 1, so now we just run the greens here. So Toasty wanted red, Allen wanted green, and we're gonna run with green here for now. Allen with the card lead, but what do both players have?
Yeah, it's a lot for these players to be thinking. I mean, when you're drawing so much, you never really know what they could get. But the green 2 is going to suffice for now.
I mean, this is more of what we were really expecting here going into this matchup. Game 1 was kind of just chalk and whatnot. Allen able to win the fortunes on that, especially with the draw city. But this is more of what we've been expecting, more strategical, slower methodology of pace here, and both players making sure they're doing what they need to do to get to the end here. And Allen had to switch to yellow, and Toasty's gonna run it again, getting close to 10 minutes here on this one.
Yeah, I mean, Allen definitely seeming to have these strategical switches towards the end of this, towards these recent moves. He's going for these switches where Both players were set back. I think I feel safer to go for something here. Toasty going to take his time though, and I think it's a fair move because when you draw a lot, you could be preparing a run. Maybe that's when Toasty's thinking, trying to stop that run potentially. Okay.
Internet issue. Oh,
No,
well,
it
that's
was
not
just
good.
internet stuff.
That's not good. Double yellow 5 from Alan, though.
Yeah, Toasty also did double yellow 6. So
Both them off the table now.
I mean, no inactivity timer, which is going to be the good thing about this. So if Toasty takes a while to respond, he can at least.
I mean, that is the good thing about it, but obviously, of course, doesn't mean you could just get up, make yourself lunch, and then just waste time, of course, but gives a little bit of backup
Right.
if you need, like, if you're having some slight issues.
It definitely seems internet. This is the big problem here.
Yeah, I mean, the internet issue is probably slowing down the pace, and I don't know if that's really what Toasty wants at the moment. I wouldn't say it was necessarily a fast pace at before this, but definitely was kind of picking up a little bit. Possibly, but I'm gonna go to the yellow 8 here.
See, Alan has seen this before. No, but
And double with the
plus
plus
2
2.
though. Okay.
Toasty back to where he was a second ago.
Okay. Well. Oh, he's typing. We're good. 3 cards is definitely close. Yellow skip could give Toasty a chance to do something
Red
here.
skip got the
We're switching
switch.
into red.
This is the 3-card switch here. Do we got something more?
Oh, but he's gonna. Oh
Power
my
plays.
goodness.
I'm wondering if maybe this is for a finish. Maybe able to connect off this.
Yeah, either a skip or a +4 incoming right here.
And there it is.
Skip
Yeah.
to finish it.
I mean, it gets the finish, but I mean, based off what Toasty was typing, may have actually not have needed to use it. So possibly a bit early on the trigger there from Allen, but is going to get the game win no matter what.
Yeah, it
But
definitely felt like a game where it was potential for Toasty to go for a big move. Maybe had a +4 after those skips, but look, I don't think it's the worst power play, especially considering you have 2.
yeah, but I mean, you do look at it. I mean, Toasty was going to play a yellow red too. I mean, so technically didn't need the power play, but I mean, again, Alan said it, better safe than sorry. But yeah, it seems like that +2 Alan was able to play earlier kind of messed things up for Toasty to get to the end there. But seems like they have something good on the draw city, but the +2 kind of messed things up there. But 2-0 for Alan here. Takes the takes the first 2 games, and Toasty goes 0-2 in his first homestand. Gonna have to find something here as he goes away, but that is another thing also. The bot has not really played too many wilds here for the most part. I mean, there was the +4 in the first game, but besides that, no +4s and minimal wilds for the most part. Toasty's not at least played one yet, so bit more of a card battle here with a few skips and reverses thrown in, but yeah, I think Alan pretty much answered the question with the power play, but yeah, I think both players answered what I was going to ask them, so I think we're good to go to game number 3 here. It's going to be Alan's call, so just can't pick 5 or 7.
Yeah, I mean, we start on low card starts, and thankfully with game 2, even with the 7-card start, wasn't much of a. Well, definitely was not a hosing. Definitely was a good game. Uh, we'll see what Alan picks here. It can't be 5 or 7, but he could keep the low train going, or he might go for something different here.
We'll see what he goes with. I would think he goes a little higher, but yeah, I
Okay.
wouldn't say he goes a bit higher, but I wouldn't say he completely gives up on this range. We're gonna start with a green 2 here.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely a card start that I mean, I haven't seen much of Alan.
Ooh, and a quick switch right away.
Ooh, yeah, that's going to be interesting.
And a ditto.
Wow.
So both good with it. And Alan draws, so that might have been he might have been looking for something else there. Oh my god.
They both have the same hand.
Well, that is a wild start.
But that's true. That's true. I mean, at the end of the day, it is true. Makes it fair for both players. They only get the same red card.
Toasty is gonna get the red 6 here, though.
We'll see. Does Alan get the red 6?
I mean, he did draw on that. Toasty got it from the first draw, so no, Alan's gonna get a +6 train into the yellow. So
big move there to really want to get out of that draw city.
okay.
I mean, you did have that triple +2 in one of the games earlier, so
It's gonna make it 13 to 7 here now. But... And Alan draws in the yellow.
Alan really trying something here.
This looks more 2-color to me here. Looking like he's looking more towards the blue and greens, but just depends on what Toasty has here. Might be able to run yellow for a bit, and maybe even the red as well with what he got. Goes with the Yoshi reverse.
Yeah, the Y reverse works out.
The only orange card in the entire deck. And then
we're switching the color. This is gonna most likely favor Alan, but we'll see. No way.
I think this is more of looking for something else here, because I would be shocked if he has all in one color. I think he has something else here. I mean, there's the source of blue.
It's gonna be tested. It's gonna be tested, I guess.
I mean, I would think Alan plays here now, and there it is.
Quick double play.
That is curious though, because he just drew on 3 colors back to back. But I wouldn't rule out he has something on those, but it's an interesting game plan with that. Unless he just has everything on blue, which in that case, that's insane.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have to see what happens here. Toasty really, we thought he was going to keep it one color, and then all of a sudden he went aggressive and switched multiple times. Yeah.
Suddenly Toasty has closed this up pretty well.
Still behind, though. Well, maybe if he has something on blue, it could definitely even it out, but for now, this is going to help Alan here. Yeah, I mean, he might truly have all blues.
Well, he switches the red. Gonna test this theory here. He's gonna cross over
but blue. He has the blue for that is a great way to have the same number.
Does Toasty got anything more, or did he want off the ride?
Yeah, this is where you gotta think here. Now, it's clear he's trying to keep it one color. What do you do here? Do you go aggressive or do you let it happen?
Has the +4 there, so that's gonna be first one in the game for Toasty.
Yeah, I mean, I think the momentum that Alan was getting on that blue, I think that's a good play.
Well, maybe some internet issues again, but has the +4
hopefully,
down here on red.
Yeah, hopefully has a red card to play.
He does.
Yeah, he does. Okay.
How does Alan respond here?
Yeah, it's definitely turn the tides here, but could easily go back in Talon's favor if he makes the right move.
Runs with
Gonna
it.
keep it red.
I mean, Toasty's got
And
Toasty
it does
draws there.
work.
I think Toasty needed to play that longer. I don't think you can really justify that with the
But it does
two.
work out. Honestly, gets away with it. I would have expected Allen to play there, but maybe the +4 just was not what he needed.
Well, this is not really the spot Toasty wants to be in right now because so far Alan's been doing pretty well in these draw cities here, and we have another one here. I think Toasty needs to figure out some sort of way to disrupt this, while also not completely damaging what he has in his hand, even if he has something there. And it's gonna do a switch to the green.
Okay. I mean, I think you have to start pushing the issue now that you're in the lead here.
So the llama screen
See,
5
see what happens.
and runs out.
Oh
so
my! Now Toasty's stuck on not stuck kind of where Alan was at the beginning, but he's also going to draw. So I think Alan is being extremely patient here.
I think the problem with Alan is I don't think he has a great way to get to the finish here, and I think he's just once he sees that draw, he's fine with drawing as well. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
definitely
thinking. That's what I'm thinking here, but could be something else. I mean, Alan's gonna play the green 9 there, and Toasty's gonna
both
pound
get a
back with
green.
the green 1.
Alan may be looking for a switch.
And there it
Does
is.
get it. We'll see if Toasty can play.
I would think Toasty plays on this yellow here. I'd be surprised if it doesn't. There it is, yellow reverse. Both yellow reverses off the table.
All right.
Do we get a color switch here, or do we just do 2? We have another
my
+4.
goodness. Yeah, he is. This is the Toasty that we know. Goes back to red. He was drawing on that earlier, so this is very interesting.
Another red skip.
Oh,
I mean,
maybe
for a
he has
run
a.
here. Big run
Oh
here.
wow!
Big
Let's see.
run.
How far can he take it? Can he get to the end?
+2.
Oh, it's looking good.
Then the 2. Green +2. And the green skip.
And
And
no
he gets it
call
in
out
with no
stuff.
call out. Oh man, barely got that in. Really did the sneak attack there.
Oh. Ooh.
That could have ended very badly, but Toasty barely escapes with that. The call out was there, but Alan was just a second too late.
A sneak attack that wouldn't a sneak attack that wasn't really intentional, but it ended up winning him the game regardless. Wow. Okay, this seemed like a game where Alan couldn't do much here. Really,
that was a 7-card run to the finish, I believe. Jeez.
Let me see. It says largest card chain is 8. So let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, yeah, it is 7. I don't know where the 8 came from, but very interesting.
Yeah, I mean, Toasty definitely needed that game. I mean, Toasty, any thoughts on that? You were looking for the finish there before, but you really just kept getting blocked from Alan. Couldn't really find anything, but have that big run at the end there, and was able to get the job done there. Any thoughts on how that one went? How this win's going to help you change the tides here after going down 0-2 to start? Just need a way to find the finish. Couldn't get rid of the yellow reverse, so it was this. So this yellow reverse was kind of being a pain for Toasty, but the yellow switch was able to help him out. And look at the rest of this. It's yeah, it's a lot of skips, a lot of +2s, but that yellow reverse is kind of in a place of its own. You maybe could have like gone to the skip +2, blue +2, skip. I mean, you probably could have had a finish there either way, even there was no switch. But ammo off of her is going to get rid of. Yeah, exactly. Just skips +2 to swallow game through. Alright, so. Yeah, Alan with only 12 numbers there, not really finding much here, and I think that's what I was getting at before. We're just trying to find a better finish, but couldn't really find it. I mean, Alan, any thoughts on that one? I mean, you do drop that game, but you are still up 2-1, still with your homestand. So, anything you took from that to maybe figure out what you might be
Yeah, yeah.
too many blues? All right, I see. You just try to get away from the blues then, but uh, yeah, I mean, I think we're ready to jump into game 4 though. Although I think Alan might have one more comment here.
Okay.
Currently favorite color is blue.
Yeah, same numbers as you can pick as game 3. So I do, yeah. I mean, when you see someone drawing a lot, it's the best case scenario is that it is all truthful. I mean, sometimes it isn't, but in this case, Alan really was just finding something to do and didn't work. Blues clues. So,
Shout
but
out to
yeah,
Steve.
Alan, you can pick 5 or 7.
Goes
Oh,
13
here we
here,
go.
so goes up by 14 now. Or like 4, not 14, jeez. There we go. Red skip to start out. So the H skip. And Alan's going to start with the 0 here, so he's liking the red. Although maybe not the case because sometimes the 0 ends into a draw, and then I'm not really sure what's going on with that, but might be liking the red here. And Toasty's going to go with it with the Kev 3. And Alan's going to go with the yellow 3, so may not have actually wanted the red. May want to go back to it later, we'll see. Again, 13 cards, so it is a bit. That's higher end, so Alan's dipping his toes into the higher end for the first time.
Yeah. We'll see how they can handle the high card start. Alan trying something different, and I think you lose the momentum in the game wins. Let's try something different, see what happens. There is a ditto on the yellow 3.
Yeah, I have to do the dittos on my phone, so I sometimes it shuts off, so I'm just gonna throw it in there.
Yeah, we're counting down.
And
Going
we
back
go
up.
back to the top. And to the
Okay.
middle, so keeps running the yellow right now. And there's a switch to the blue. I mean, we've seen a lot of switches from Alan per se. That's kind of been what he's been doing so far. Toasty, for the most part, has just kind of been along for the ride.
Yeah, I think he went for some switches or in one of the early games, and I mean, clearly there it didn't work out. So I think he's adapting to it.
Goes with double there. And Toasty's going to respond back by erasing that and doing a little bit of his own here. A big run here. Switches into the green.
All right, Toasty looking for 5.
There, he's got
Gets it. A 4. I meant 4.
Yep, exactly. Alan's going to go with the green 0 here. Does Toasty keep running it on the green?
Toasty can keep running the greens. I'm going to play it cool.
There's the G6. There's
And
the
Toasty
9.
still
We're
able to
adding
run.
our 3. Goes
All
to
right.
the 4.
Alan looking for the draw, but will Toasty get to Uno?
Will he get to the game here? Is that the question? No, he's going to get a switch to the red here, which is what
number to
I mean,
get.
we started on the red here. We haven't been here since the start. And he's going to go for the wild blue.
Okay, not the safest pick, but it could work. Yeah, it does.
Saves him. There he goes.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that was timely because Alan potentially switched out of had ran out of greens and is now looking to finish on blue
Another wild
or yellow for that matter.
On blue, now we're on the yellow here.
Toasty looking for top deck, something good on the draw, off the draw.
Maybe even something else here. He's got nothing.
Nothing. All right, let's see if this is game.
It is going to be game
Yeah.
here. That wild's going to save Alan here.
2 wilds. That will do it.
Alright, so Alan up 3-1 here, and Alan, any thoughts on that one? You definitely were able to survive with the Wiles holds here. Was that something on the start, or something you were able to pick up along the way? Red 9 and Red 4. Toasty had the game, so Wild Switch was what he needed to do there, but Toasty with a good lineup there just kind of got foiled from the Wild.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
you
true.
could
He
have power
could
played.
have.
That's another thing with some of the missed opportunities there, but +2 gave him 2 regular wilds, and that was allowed them to block, and also this quick finish to the yellow.
Oh.
So yeah, again, yeah, kind of look at the scoreboard here. Toasty still got both of his, but Alan only down the 1. But Alan's gonna go up 3-1 here. That could be an important point, but it is gonna go back to Toasty here for Game 5. Could try to find something to get himself back into this, but yeah, full send, gonna go 15 here.
Wow.
Game number
Okay.
5 is gonna be the full send here. We kind of have been climbing up the ranks here in terms of the numbers, but I'm gonna go to the max for this Game 5, and we're gonna start with the red 2.
Yeah, when you think about missed opportunities using power play, you could either take it as, oh, that was my one opportunity, or, well, I got some more games to play. Let me see if I can use them here. Sometimes the bot only gives you one opportunity to use it, but I think you got to go in confident regardless. Being down 3-1 isn't it could be a lot worse. If Toasty gets this win, he's definitely back in it for sure.
And it's gonna be
Immediate
another.
straight.
We have seen so many early switches from the initial cards so far, and Alan's gonna
Whoa.
draw on the blue too. Okay,
Oh,
that's an interesting call. Not sure what that's
I mean,
about.
it's I don't know the last time we've seen someone draw on 15 cards in the first turn. I mean, we'll see what that means, but he's gonna switch out of it and try and give a look that he doesn't have blue, but it's hard to really say.
Toasty's gonna be able to run this fine for the most part. Goes with one down in the green, but that draw is gonna give Toasty the lead here.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how long they can run green for. Never mind, where you're going out of it.
Another switch here goes into the yellow, so that is Pandora's right away.
Yeah, it gives Alan more opportunity to play.
And goes to the yellow 5, so. And there's the
Ditto. Alan looking to go back to green. Gonna test the switch that Toasty made.
Right now this is really just a game of where does Toasty draw, because he is the person leading this. A little bit of a misplay there, but it is going to be a green reverse. Do we get a switch out of it, or do we keep it green? We're going to get a switch out.
Yeah, we're switching. We are switching.
3-card switch. And there it is, 3-card switch.
All right, will Alan be able to get back into green? He does.
He is going to get back in the green. I was trying to check the
Toasty, does any response from Toasty?
And he's
no. Okay.
And just doubles down the green 6.
He had the green 6 as a backup.
Now he goes exploring the rest of the range here in the green.
Really appears that Alan has a lot of green.
Yeah, Toasty, okay, I was about to say Toasty kind of has been struggling a bit to find the switch on these draws so far, but is able to find the red 9.
Yeah. How does Alan respond to his own card? He dittos.
Has his own card, and he's fine with it being played, so.
All right. Definitely interesting. I feel like Alan, from the looks of it, has a lot of green numbers. But as we switch into red, Toasty's going to be able to give a +2 to him. Will he stack this +2?
And just
No,
doubles
he's
up the
just going to
middle.
play the red 0.
And he's gonna +2 right back, so pretty much back to where we were before.
Yeah, good stuff.
Both red +2s off the board right away. And
Toasty looking
Toasty's gonna go for
run.
red skip. Who's
Back to blue.
this gonna be another 3-card switch here? Yes, it is, and it's another
All
one to
right.
blue.
Have the 8.
Does it stay blue this time though?
If
There's a bit of a warning.
this happens.
No.
I know. What if he goes green wild?
He could go somewhere else. He could go the yellow 8 or the red 8, or he could go
No,
wild
red.
red.
Okay, I was almost right.
That's another
goes
wild
into
from
red.
Alan here. Is that that's his 5th wild, I think. I don't know if Toasty's had a single wild yet so far. So I'm not really getting many of
Does
the regular
Toasty-
wilds.
Yeah, let me see. Yeah, he has played 0. He might have some saved, but right now he doesn't have it. So, okay.
Draws on the red.
All right. Will Toasty be able to switch here? He's gonna need to.
Nope.
But he can't.
And there's the switch.
Yeah.
Alan's gonna give it.
This is where it gets interesting.
Unless he drew it, Toasty's not gonna be able to switch on the 3 here. Just see if he can maybe play on the yellow for a bit. Find something here.
Yeah. Maybe find like a +2. Just something to really.
Oh, he's gonna go for the wild here. Goes the blue.
Now he drew that most likely.
But
there it is.
Yep. We were talking about Toasty not really having those wilds so far, but is able to find it. Has another blue 8. So he would have had it covered if there was a switch.
Here's the thing about blue.
And that's gonna do it.
Oh my! That is insane. So the way Alan was keeping it away from blue for the entire series, and then goes in to finish on it, forced Toasty to switch into it, and wow, that is a way to win a game.
Yeah, I mean, we look at this, and it was really blue that was the main ingredient to winning here. Maybe could have done the +4 early to get the Uno, but that blue switch is really going to be what ends up helping him out. But yeah, I mean, this has kind of been pretty strong on the wilds for the most part with Alan. Everything else, well, I mean, Toasty's had more skips and then reverses, but besides that, mostly split for the most part. +2s, while +4s have been split. This number of times switches split also, so that I'm a little surprised about that. But Alan hasn't really had any of these long runs either. He's kind of just been playing it low here, not really getting these big runs to the end here. Max card chain is 3, so being able to just chain it together either through a small chain or just kind of finishing it off with a number. But I mean, Alan, 1 win away here. Any thoughts on how this has gone so far? I mean, you've kind of been really taking control for the most part and just running through with what you need. So, real why I drew first turn after series. Okay. I'm wondering that could have been maybe a little bit of little philosophy from KT earlier today, but we'll see about that. But I mean, Alan 1 away. Do got a bit of a buffer room here, but yep.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Do have a bit of a buffer room here. Any thoughts going into this next one here? Again, it's still going to be Toasty's cards call here, but you're 1 spot away from making your first Final Four in a tournament of a lot of firsts.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, the funny thing is that both of these players have played against KT before. Toasty actually BKT and Alan lost in probably one of the best losses to KT ever, but yeah, it's interesting how Toasty needed to beat KT to even get to this point.
KT is a wizard, so Caesar can't be KT or Caesar. All right. I mean, for Toasties here. I mean, this has not really been going the way you were hoping for. But seems like you're trying to look around to find something. Can't really seem to find something that is going right. He's gonna go 11 here, but yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, just jump into the game here, and
Oh,
start with
This is what
reverse.
Toasty be needing here.
It might be what he needs here, but gonna have to mount a big comeback.
Yeah, we're starting on his own card.
This could be a pivotal game here. I mean, we started game 1 on Allen's card, and we saw what happened with that. So
Right.
goes
Okay.
with the red 5. And another quick switch from Allen here. Going into the green this time.
Seems as if when Allen gets more
No,
control on the
draws.
switches, it ends up working out better. And it's clear as day right there. But oh my goodness, he is
Just
drawing as
stall
well.
a bit. Green 7. I wouldn't be surprised if a play comes from Allen. Yes, it does.
Yeah, I think we're starting to see what Allen's strategy is, but
Runs out.
I mean, there's not much Toasty can really do.
There it is.
Yeah. I mean, if he doesn't have green, then he doesn't have green. But we go for the switch, trying to find a way to get back into this. Okay.
I mean, Toasty's got to find something here because not much has really worked out for him well for the most part. And I mean, game 3, he barely got away with it with the missed call. And
All right, gonna throw down the +2.
Yellow
Yeah,
3 there.
just a double. All right, yellow 5 keeps the yellow. Toasty might be looking for the switch here.
Goes for the yellow.
Oh, he's gonna. Yeah, he's just gonna go for it. Going into blue. And yeah. All right, now Allen maybe looking for the response. He's just gonna go for the double to try and close the gap in terms of cards. Okay, blue 3. Blue 1. Yeah, we're just running it down right here. Allen really just waiting for the right moment. I think that's what I'm sensing from him. Blue 6.
Another wild from Allen. Allen has been running these wilds all series.
This could be the dagger that Allen needs to force the draw and potentially get to the finish. Not yet, but I think he's preparing for it.
It's actually tied up here.
Toasty needing some top deck.
Maybe even a switch here, but he's gonna find
it.
Oh,
he gets the +2.
Does he have a connector?
I mean, this
is he
could
gonna
be a
draw?
this definitely could be a draw.
Oh,
but it's
a
wall. Whoa. Wait, I think he drew the +4. He was saving that +2 because he didn't want to leave it open, and he gets to Uno.
This is another one where he has the +4 and gets the Uno on the blue 2. What's Allen gonna do here with 6 freshies?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of plays he can make if he has it. You would think he has something prepped up, but if he doesn't, I mean, he could just accept the game is done here. Let's see.
Doesn't have anything. Has a wild.
Well,
that's
probably going to keep the game alive.
I wouldn't say that's nothing, but
that should keep the game alive here, unless it's a wild.
So he got a clever switch also. No, he does not.
Okay, draw.
So, and that's
KT
Classic. Classic there. So goes for the block. Good play there.
Yeah, I mean, might as well.
It's turning out well here because it keeps the game alive.
Yeah, I mean, Alan has the leg room to do it, considering he's up 4-1.
Toasty still cannot find anything on this yellow here. Alan able to keep running on the yellow here, though.
Yeah, it gives him a chance to play.
And Toasty's going to
And,
finally find the
okay,
switch here. Goes into
will
green.
Alan go for another switch, or is he going to keep it green?
Gonna go for a double here,
Okay.
so that closes the gap. And Toasty's got
Wow.
nothing else besides that green one, so hand has been spread thin. I mean, we have to have
Yeah, I
another.
mean,
We have to ask again because I mean, we saw this before. Could Toasty have maybe power played in that situation, get the game done to at least start the comeback here? That could be another missed
that's
opportunity with the
true.
power play.
Yeah. If he had another blue number, it definitely would have sealed the deal guaranteed.
Able to draw the green 2. Allen with the green 8. Goes with the G6.
I mean, what
Can Toasty find the
Toasty?
switch? That's really the thing
Yeah,
here.
that's what he needs to do at this point.
Nothing.
But he
No.
can't do it.
And Allen's gonna find the
And
switch though. Goes to
there
the red
is
6,
the
but
switch.
this is lining up more for what Allen needs here.
Yeah,
What will Toasty do
Toasty's
on
got
this
to be
red?
careful at this point.
It's a wild. Goes
Oh,
blue.
it was. Okay.
Taking a bit of a gamble with this one, and Allen's
It
gonna
actually
draw here,
works.
so that
I
works
am
out.
surprised by that. Okay.
Allen with nothing on blue here, and Toasty's gonna play the blue 3. Still nothing.
All right. Yeah, Toasty needs this for sure. Will he? Let's see how far he can take it. Blue
+2.
+2.
Is it a double? Is it a finish? Does it get the Uno? It's just gonna be a double.
All right. What will Allen be able to do? He's going to keep it blue, and I honestly think that's a good move.
Does Toasty have Uno or the finish? He has a switch to
He
the red.
finds the red and gets to Uno.
Might have
Let's
been
see if
not the
it's
call
game on
card he
red.
wanted. Can Toasty finish on the red here? And he
It's
does.
red. Wow. Allen Allen played that correctly. He just got the wrong number.
Yeah, and that's what Toasty needed in this one to get back into this. Gets back in with a game 6 victory. 2-4, not over yet. I mean, Toasty, that was definitely a stressful one. But any thoughts on how that went? And I mean, what was the thought process as you were going through that, especially when Alan was getting really low on those cards there with possibly your tournament and maybe even your Super League life on the line?
Yeah, I
See
mean,
there, had ready couldn't get rid of, but able to finally get rid of it there at the end.
yeah, Allen was definitely. I mean, from the looks of it, Allen was definitely close. I mean, from what I could tell, it was pretty clear that that Allen was looking to finish on red, just on red entirely when he went to the red 6. But perfect draw from Toasty to get the wild to keep his game alive here, and also preserve his power plays as well. He could have used it after the red 7, but chose to keep them, and maybe that'll help him to potentially bring this to a game 9 if he gets two wins on one power play. But we'll see. I mean, that's a long way ahead.
Yeah, while I was saving, but blue was a prayer once I had something. So yeah, I mean, sometimes you gotta take these risks when you're behind to find a way back in, and I mean, we just saw that in that game. I mean, Alan.
Okay,
I
so
mean,
he was
yep. Go ahead.
so okay. I mean, To be honest, I thought Toasty was saving the got the wild off the draw, but did you have? So you're saying you had that saved? Oh wow, okay, good stuff from Toasty then.
Yeah, there's a big save there. I mean, going to Alan here. Any thoughts on what happened there? I mean, you said you had it. You were really close. I mean, walk me through that. Was there like any moment in the match where you may have been one away, like just one more turn where it's just a regular card or something, you could power play and just close it off there, or were you just kind of trying to figure out a way to the finish? Game started on red. I had red 6, green 6. Needed power play off the skip. Was 2 away. Wow. So could have just ended it right there. Oh Jesus. That would have been something.
Interesting.
Like Grand Final 4, can't get traction, just need to mix things up for a chance at clutch. Well, I mean, if we're going to talk about mixing things up here, we're going to give the homestand back over to Alan here for game number 7 here. We'll see what he does with it. Voice message.
That was probably on accident.
Probably, I've done that before, but.
All right. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah. The good thing about this for Alan, at least, is that he has the next 2 card starts. Yeah, heck, that makes sense. There's a lot that he can pick, but I mean, we'll see what he goes for. He can't pick. This is funny. He can pick the 2 of the lower numbers and 2 of the higher numbers. 5, 7, 13, 15.
It was 12. All right, so.
This is our first even number card start.
Mm-hmm. And we're going to start with the G6, so pump up the aux cord there. Let's see what Alan starts with. Gonna go for a run here to start things out. It's gonna be a 3-bagger.
Yeah, this is where he's not going to waste time anymore. Let's just throw this down and figure something out.
Toasty's just gonna play cool with the green 9 though. Not gonna go anything too crazy. Alan's gonna go for his switch. We've seen Alan doing a lot of switching on the numbers here so far in this series. And Toasty's gonna deny it this time. Okay. Double green 9.
I mean, Alan's been getting
Alan's got the crossover right back.
Oh my god! I was gonna say Alan's been having those. Alan's been having those 2 of the same card all series, and he continues to have it.
Listen, I mean, Alan can cook when he's got 2 of the same, so got a third. We might have to have an investigation in the deck there if that's the case. But has a red 9 though, so he's gonna deny the yellow.
Alan's card, but all right, finally bites the bullet and keeps it red. I mean, the only way it would go. Oh my god!
And finds a way back into green.
But he has the green though. I was gonna say if the only way Alan would be able to get back to yellow is if he used a wild or some skips or something. But
and, oh my god, light switch galore here.
Yeah, okay. Toasty going for something different,
to the yellow,
but gets back into yellow. I mean, where does the draws come in? I feel like it's got to come in at some point here. But Toasty does have yellow, so
he's running it. But what does Alan do here? He's gonna end it here. That's gonna be the power play. And unfortunately, he was unfortunately for Toasty, not gonna be able to do anything about it. Alan was looking for this yellow here. Has the power play, and this could be a +4 ending, or yes, it is. Blue +4. Can you believe it? Andreas Allen from 0 wins to entering the space of September into the Final 4. Just has to play this last card here, and he has done it. Allen wins it 5-2. I think that's another 5-2 result here we see, but Allen's done it. Wins the series 5-2. Big victory here, and Toasty comes up a little bit short, but gives it his best effort. Had close to the power play win too, unfortunately. But I mean, Allen was looking for that yellow, got that yellow, and was able to close it out. But one card from the power play, so couldn't quite get it to there to the end. But I mean, Allen, talk me through it. I mean, we were talking about at the beginning of this tournament. You were entering with 0 wins, very much on that relegation cut line. Needed 2 victories to get out of the relegation since you did miss the tournament. But talk to me how you're feeling. You've made it to the Final Four after what's been, I would say, a pretty rough season to start out. But big turnaround here in this final tournament here. How are you feeling? First career Final Four. I mean, while we wait for that answer here, I mean, Yoshi, big win here for Allen. Definitely going to be a lot of happy campers with how this one turned out. But again, Toasty put up a great fight here, but it's probably going to enter that Super League bubble, which is not a very fun place to be. So we're going to have to wait and see whether he makes the field, but puts up a good performance here nonetheless to try and make it in. But it just comes up a bit short here. Not able to get the job done, but I mean, Allen was able to just kind of roll through for most of the series, played excellent match, and I mean, yeah, we see it for the most part. I mean, if we ignore the Wilds, this was mostly split in general. I mean, Toasty ended up getting the better of the +2s and skips, but reverses and wild +4s were even, so relatively straight match. Except maybe the Wilds, but even then, that doesn't make it where it's like the most ridiculously lopsided match in general. All right, let's see it. Caesar told me be me. KT said you're that MF Allen. Simple as that. Thanks to those guys. Apologies for the language. Man, I can't believe this. I lost a lot this year, and now I am here. Surreal. You're good on that because I kind of did my own censor, but yeah. So let's do the congratulations there, but big victory for Allen. He's going to go face William Brock in the Final Four to try and keep his run going. I mean, it's been said before, Allen probably has to win the tournament if he wants to make Super League, but he is very close here in doing that. Only is 2 matches away from getting that auto bid, so would be a big shakeup in the Super League standings if he's able to get that, but. We'll go over the Toasty here. I mean, just not the match you were looking for tonight. Unfortunately, didn't start off great, going down 2-0, and we were able to get one back, but wasn't really able to get anything really going. Talk me through this one, what may have went wrong, and how you're feeling as. I mean, definitely an opportunity, kind of closed on just securing that spot into Super League. I mean, double Final Fours definitely would have been huge on that. But talk me through what may have went wrong tonight, and how you're feeling with the Super League bubble looming. All right, power play, need to remember those. I mean, we do remember that Game 4, Game 5, it was one of those. I think it was Game 4, could have power played to end it, but need to remember though, that definitely not going to forget. Yeah, Game 4, but... I mean, both just typing it out here. I mean, for Toasty just giving his comments, but once we get this, Yoshi, I'll throw it over to you here, but should be getting it in a quick second. All right. Lastly, on the first card draw, I stole that from Caesar and KT. Can't take credit for that, huh? I figured that was the case. I have seen KT do that before, so I was thinking that was something that KT maybe threw a little bit of a suggestion there, but yeah. But like Allen was just super dominant most of the game. I couldn't keep any traction. And I think there's going to be a second part to that, but oh, maybe not. Oh, no, now he's saving. Again, kind of hard to tell when it's text, but that's just kind of how we roll sometimes. Yeah. So she's just typing it up here. Again, pretty good match here that we saw tonight. Allen kind of able to take control early, kind of lead the way, and took the lead and never looked back. Gave up 2 games in the middle of it, but was just kind of rolling on to his way, and ended in 7 here with the 5-2 victory. but yep, that's how it is. We'll check the log here. Actually, no, we could look up here also. 42 minutes, 11 seconds, and the average time is 6 minutes and 1 second, which may seem a bit low, but it's a little bit higher than what we've seen for most of these series in this round tonight. So, profile pictures, perfect aura. You know that's fair. It's a good profile picture also, but so hard when you can't get a roll to make any progress out control. Fighting an uphill battle sucks. I've done my best to avoid it in the past, but here I am, peeking over the shoulder. But, yeah, definitely a tough battle to be in, and again, a lot of Uno comes down to just some momentum and generally just trying to get the tide swing your way. Al, you were playing Brock in the Final Four, so that's going to be your opponent, but. Let's swing it over to Yoshi here. I mean, this was momentum. Yeah, that's the word of the day. So, momentum. But I mean, swing it over to Yoshi here. I mean, 5-2. Alan Rizal. Is this what you were thinking going into this matchup? And what do you think? What do you think Alan was able to maximize on the best in this match, and was able to kind of beat Toasty to the punch? Any thoughts on how this went out and what Alan was able to do to get the win tonight?
Yeah, I think it was just a matter of Alan kind of understanding what Toasty likes to do, and I think really it really came down to like some of those crucial switches that not only Alan went for, but what Alan forced Toasty into switching to, and so there was a lot of situations where Toasty gave the switch to Alan that caused him to win, and I think that's not because he got lucky. He played that strategically, and I think that's something that people need to keep an eye on when you play against someone like him, where he makes you think you don't have something. You go for the switch, and then boom, the game's over. This is a type of Alan that has probably been there for a long time, and this new bot has given them the opportunity to show that. And I think you got to watch out for the way he plays. And Brock, I mean, it's good that he's in VC watching this match because he's better taking notes, because this is going to be a match that against someone that it's going to be an interesting style that he has to figure out. But yeah, I think Toasty, all things considered, I think played really well. There were some games where he was very close to winning. I think had he used, obviously, like he said, my takeaway for the only mistakes he really made, obviously falling into those switches, but also the power play and using it at time and missing opportunities to use it at a time where it could have been it could have shifted the momentum where you needed to get some more wins. I think that's where this series could have went 8 or 9, and maybe even into Toasty's favor. You never know. But I think that is where Toasty could have made this a lot closer. At the end of the day, I think he played really well, though, on the table. We'll see. So I think coming into next year, he's definitely going to be someone you can't underestimate. I mean, given that Bo got swept, losing 5-2, I don't think should be something you could be upset about, really. So, I mean, yeah. I'm curious to see how Alan faces against Brock here, because it's going to be a similar strategy, but Alan's just gotta. It's not the exact same. It's definitely something where you really got to think about what the opponent is trying to do, and we have a battle of two players who probably didn't expect to get here, to get to this Final Four. So there's a lot of mindset that's gonna play a part in this, where if Brock is gonna be able to make his way into a finale just to secure his spot into Super League, to really make sure that he's definitely in. And then for Alan to really send a message through that he is here to play and he is not going. He's here to send a message. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know if anyone had on their bingo card that one of these two is going to make the finale, but I think, I mean, it makes, I honestly think these two have proved why they deserve to make it here. So we'll see who is going to prove themselves into a finale. And I am definitely excited for that match. So Toasty, I think, can hold his head high. Even if he misses Super League, I think he has a lot to look forward to going into next year, knowing that he's capable of making these big runs again, potentially to even make the field next time. But if he does make it, it'll be very interesting for sure.
I mean, Toasty pretty much led the field in terms of the Oceania representation, so did a good job there. And I mean, it's gonna be close for Toasty most likely, but we'll have to see what will happen with that. But in terms of the present, Alan moves on. I mean, Brock's in the call right now, and this is going to be a battle between two guys who are surging at the right time. So, good stuff to both. We'll take a look at the bracket pod, look through their post game quotes, and then wrap things up here. Again, unfortunately, this bracket is not updated, but Alan's going to move on. 13 seed, making it into the Final Four, so big run there. Going to be facing William Brock. Got one more matchup, and that'll be Sunday at noon. That's going to be Tago going up against Ashley. You don't want to miss that one. Going to be a major battle when it comes to the potential implications of the bye island, whether and even the 1 seed if Ashley is able to win that. And if Ashley does win that, we do get the trilogy between Captain and Ashley, so could be an exciting one to watch out for. But let's read these post-game quotes here, just as a final little send-off, and then we'll wrap things up here. I'm shooting. Want to first thank Caesar KT, really good guys. Want this win. Just tournament for those two guys. Been through hell and back. Can't believe I'm on the brink of possible final round. This is my last game in Virginia before next week going to Delaware. For a week's tour, it will be something. Wish Toasty the best of luck in the future as well as Brock. And then for Toasty, props to Alan. Super fun series, and I wish him all the best in the Final Four. Overall, very even matchup luck-wise, and nothing to be mad about whatsoever. But clearly definitely didn't like me as much here as they did last couple of games. Couldn't keep up given the Jurassic number of wilds. And that is a funny point to mention because Toasty only got 2 wilds the entire game. So kind of ran dry there. But that's going to do it for us tonight. Thank you all so much for watching this late night MRE Uno stream. We'll be back with some more MRE Uno action on Sunday with Tago taking on Ashley to determine the final spot in the Final Four. Don't want to miss that one. That's going to be a good one. But on behalf of Yoshi and everyone on the commentary and commission team, we thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you all on Sunday. But until then, have a great night, everybody.